Hi everyone, today we're talking about sciatica. Now sciatica occurs when you get pain going down your leg. Where does it come from? What can you do about it? Can you fix it? Can physio help? This video is all about that. So what are the causes of sciatica? So getting that disc bulge usually happens after trauma. So if you've had a lifting injury where commonly you're bending down, you lift something, you're twisting your back and it's really heavy and you can actually cause that little bit of a herniation. Or it can happen over time. You've sat too long, you haven't exercised much. Usually we encourage 3 to 4 hours of moderate cardio exercise per week and 2 strength sessions a week. If you haven't been doing that, the discs in your back are usually a little bit more dehydrated, a little bit less flexible and more prone to injury. Now the good news is herniations heal. There's a lot of misinformation that herniations are there for life. So what happens in the discs of your lower back? You have discs in between the bones. The most common disc bulges are at L4-5 and L5-S1. On this model, you can see L4-5 bulging out and to the side. It commonly does that. You can see that it actually will irritate the L4 nerve, which goes down the side of your leg. The lower disc here, L5-S1, you have the L5 nerve root coming out here, and that can be pressed on too, which will cause pain going down the back of the leg, which is more common for people, down the hamstrings and down into the calf potentially. And so when that happens, when you get a bit of irritation, when the discs are bulging out, it can irritate that nerve by chemical irritation. There could just be a lot of inflammatory mediators, a lot of inflammation going down and affecting this nerve, is making it itchy, making it sore, making it painful, making the leg weak and numb. So if you have a small disc bulge, it can cause a little bit of irritation. A bigger one will press on the nerve and you'll have more symptoms. All right, so first things first, we gotta get strong in your core. Now, many of you who have sciatica are scared to get your core and your tummy working. In fact, you are quite scared of sit-ups, but it actually can be one of the best ways that you can get stronger for your back because your tummy wraps around your back. It's like a corset. It actually provides stability and strength. A very simple way to know if you are strong enough is a 7-stage core test. Now, if I lie on my back, stage 1 is past wrists past your knees. Stage 2, elbows past. Stage 3, shoulders past. Stage 4, hands on chest. Stage 5, hands behind your head until you can get a weight behind your head. 2.5 is stage 6, 5 kilos is stage 7. Now, for a lot of you, that's a bit daunting, and I can understand, but you have to start from somewhere. And so here's a simple way you can get to even stage 1. If you cannot do stage 1, here's what you need to do. You can, first of all, instead of having your knees bent to 90, if you just walk your knees down a bit, it already makes it easier because your hip flexors can now help you. The other thing you can do is actually, I'm gonna turn the other way, but you can stack some pillows on the bed. So you're gonna start from here, you're already elevated. You can stack more pillows, you can go even higher, and then it's easier. Don't let the fact that it's a little bit painful, it's a little bit scary, stop you from doing them. The moment you get strong enough to do things, the muscles around your back loosen up and you get breathing space, and the nerves tend to get less and less irritated because the muscles around them can finally relax and let go. All right, so another way you can do that to get your core stronger is the hollow hold. Some people just don't like sit-ups for whatever reason. The hollow hold is more of an endurance thing, but it gets you feeling those tummy muscles. So hollow holds are like that. Now, again, you can make this super easy. You can have your hands and your legs up like that. Now, I want you to lift your chin off the bed, chin to your throat, and slightly off your chest off the bed, your upper back, and you're gonna hold that. You aim for 30 seconds and then go further out. Over time, you'll be able to go further out and so on. Now, the final ones are hard, but start from what you're comfortable with. For some of you, having those legs straight out will be a little bit sore, a little bit scary because of a sciatica, because you get pain when your leg gets stretched out. So if that's the case, go with knees bent, chest up, and just hold it like that. That's perfectly fine, but over time, you can go further and further out. So the next movement we're gonna do is for your lower back. Of course, you've got to get your lower back stronger because they support your vertebrae, they support your discs. If they are strong, again, you take pressure off that nerve. And if you take more pressure over time, we'll get it significantly better. So I'm just gonna move this bed. I'm gonna move it that way. This is called the reverse hypers. Let's say this is your bed, you got the edge of your bed, and you have room for your legs off the edge, perfect setup. Your bed's gonna be maybe mid-thigh height or knee height, something like that. You're just gonna lift your legs up, hold 2, 3, back down, lift up to the parallel. Now, for many of you, this is a great alternative to deadlift because you're at the moment currently scared of bending down. You feel like that causes your sciatic symptoms to get worse. Actually, you need to do them. We'll talk about that in a following video. It's really important that you start it because if you don't at some stage, you just get a fear of it, you get worse at it, your lower back gets stiffer and also weaker. So you've got to address your fear of doing that. You can make this super easy by having your whole belly and your upper thigh on there. Even if you go up a bit higher, that's a lot easier still. So a difference of a few centimeters makes a massive difference. But if you go all the way down, that's suddenly a lot harder. You can concentrate on your sciatic leg, the one that's having pain, by just doing that leg. Again, same principles apply. A good number is 20 with a 2 or 3 second hold is a wonderful exercise to get your lower back muscles stronger. So with Bulgarians, you want quite a big step forwards. So I'm gonna go here and put my other leg on there, and I'm gonna go all the way down. Now, if you can't go all the way down, that's fine. You start with what you're comfortable with. It might be to there, and you're doing pulses, but do hold for a few seconds, just so you can feel that contraction through your quads, through your glutes. If you really struggle, you can get a chair to help you. You can even use 2 chairs. There's no problems with doing that. You have to scale things back to what you're comfortable with and work again. I'm looking 10 to 20 reps until you feel a bit of a burn. And eventually, yes, you do want to go all the way down. Compare side to side. So if your left can do 10, but your right's doing 15 or 20, you know you have somewhere to go. A lot of people with sciatica pain are continually worried about what their scan says when that actually doesn't get you anywhere. Don't make your focus on the scans because the scans sometimes do not tell you the truth. And in fact, sometimes your scans get worse, but you're getting stronger. Focus on your strength and your flexibility. Don't look at your symptoms so much. It can take some time to go away. So finally, the last exercise that is always good to get good at is squats. Why? Because it's a whole body exercise. It works your legs, it gets your hips involved, it does a bit of your back and your tummy. Try to make your goal to go all the way down. A lot of the time, people who have sciatica just can't go all the way down. And in my opinion, that can be one reason why you get the pain in your back. Because if you can't go all the way down, to reach down and pick something up, you've got to flex your back. And over time, that can probably build up a little bit of stress in your back because simply you just don't have a range and you rely on your back so much and on your legs less. A full squat implies good ankle flexibility, good leg strength, good knee flexibility, and good hip flexibility. So it's good for many things, and it's a great strengthening exercise. We have done a full-length video of this as well. There you go, guys. Some great, simple, no-nonsense exercises, straight to the point of how you can kick your sciatica to the curb. A lot of people have been told the wrong information, that they need to get a cortisone injection straight away, they need a surgery to nip it off. It couldn't be further from the truth because we know the majority of disc bulges, somewhere in the region of 80 to 90%, get better with exercise and conservative management like physiotherapy. Get all of these elements really good, really strong. I hope this has been super helpful. Like, follow, subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks.